Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, dear parents, and welcome to the 2021 academic year for our little ones in grade 2. We begin the year with a lot of issues pertaining to COVID-19, and as we all look forward to the 1st of February opening day of school, we hope that all will be okay. This year will be a challenging year for the little ones, in that now what has become the new normal is now the normal, the wearing of the mask, and indeed moving along with the sanitizer and whatever goes with personal hygiene. We come to begin the new year amidst all these challenges, and parents and teachers will be looking forward to have a very successful term this calendar year. All being equal and things getting back to normal, we should be able to see our little ones go about their normal activities in school. However, for now, school will begin early enough, 7:30, and knock off for the little ones grade 2 down 12:30. And I would encourage you parents to come in prompt at 12:30 to come and pick up your child if you have a child in grade 2. And if there will be any delay, please let us 13 hours when we expect the rest of the school to be heading home. Giving us this briefing this afternoon are the two class teachers responsible for the classes this year. We have Mrs. Kalunga for grade 2 red and Ms. Kafaya for grade 2 blue. So the two will take us through, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up one or two things from their briefing. Please, your role as a parent is key in recording whatever success you want to look forward this year. And so we expect you to play your part, just like the school will play its part. So without wasting much time, let me call upon Mrs. Karunga to take us through on some of the basics pertaining to this calendar year for our little ones. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, parents. I hope you're all doing fine. In today's briefing, I will start with the punctuality. All parents should ensure that all their children are in school before 7:20 in order for them to settle down. We start lessons begins at 07:30, and children that come after 07:30 tend to miss out on what was discussed or taught in the first few minutes of the lesson. I will now talk about the uniforms. The recommended uniforms for the boys is the gray trouser and the white shirt. The gray trouser and gray short together with the white shirt. And the white shirt should have a logo on it, Kalulushi Trust School. And of course, the jersey. As for the girls, they are supposed to put on the gym dress, which is gray, and the gray skirt. Of course, with a white shirt with the logo Kalulushi Trust School on it. As for the PE attire, all children are supposed to be in their house color t-shirt. With me, I have the yellow t-shirt for Zambezi, and the red t-shirt for Luangwa House, and the blue t-shirt for Kariba. All these t-shirts are supposed to be worn with a black short or a white short. I'll now talk about the hairstyles. All the girls are allowed to have hairstyle which is mukule, like this. And this is the ponytail and should be of the shoulder length, meaning it should reach the shoulders. As for the boys, are allowed to do the English cut or the brush cut. Table cut or having a shade on the hair is not allowed. And the other concern is the sick children. I would love to urge all parents not to send children who are sick to school, especially if the parents are aware that the child is unwell. Okay. Lastly, all the children's belongings should be labeled, and all the folders in which they put their books should be of a plastic type in order to prevent the food or juice staining the books. I now hand over to Ms. Kafwaya for the next item. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Kalunga. Good afternoon, parents. I'm Ms. Kafaya. I'm the teacher for grade 2B. I'm going to talk about the homework. But before I talk about that, I'd like to find out if we have any queries. Okay, I'll go straight into the homework. On Monday, when the children come to school, they copy the spellings from the board in the English books, and they come with them at home. So the children are supposed to go through the spelling words at home. And after that, they'll choose 5 words from the spelling list to write the sentences. After they write the sentences in their English homework books, after they write the sentences in their spelling books, the children are supposed to draw a smaller picture at the end, and they color it nicely. On Tuesday, the children are supposed to come home with the maths homework, which they are supposed to do at home. Then they will bring those books back to school on Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, the children will go through the spellings at school and write the other work. I'm going to talk about the other books which we use at school. We have the books like the Oxford Dictionary, which they use at school. And we have the creative and let's do books. We have also mathematics. We have the integrated science, grade 2. We have social studies, grade 2. We have the basic education, mathematics, grade 2. And we have the science book integrated in Ichiremba. We have also the mathematics in Ichiremba. We have the 5-a-day book in mathematics. And we also have better English book, which they use here at school. We also have social studies in Ichiremba and the Zambia primary course Bemba book. For homework books, we have the communication book, which the parents are supposed to write the queries in it. So when you write inquiries in this book, then you have to pack it properly in the plastic together with the other homework books which the children brings at home. So this book contains the queries from you parents, where you write in, then it will be answered by us teachers. Then it will be sent back home. I have the plastic, this packet where they put the homework books, and this one should be kept clean. The children are allowed to put their books in this so that these books are not stained. Because most of the children, when you pack the food and lunch boxes, the food is full of oil, so it stains the books. So that's why they are allowed to take these. These are to protect the books. So on that, that's the things which we wanted to talk to you parents about, unless there are any questions. Thank you so much. If there are no questions, then I'm going to hand over to Mr. Nyorongo, who's going to brief it out. Mr. Nyorongo, sir.
So here we are. Other areas of concern, parents. If your child is going to be absent from school, it's very important to notify the class teacher. Send information through, either through the secretary who passes on the message to the class teacher, or indeed you can come in and see the class teacher. All communication with the class teacher, please make an effort to use the communication book, or simply known as the signing book. Just in case you have concerns in regard to the homework that is given, it's very important that you link up with the class teacher and get to know what is happening in class. Remember that all homework should be signed. Your signing of the homework does not necessarily mean the work is correctly done. No, your signing simply implies the work given has been done. It's a duty of the teacher to come and check that the work is correctly done, or if wrongly done, the teacher should find ways of helping that child get over the concepts that might have been missed. So please, it's not your job to teach the child at home. It is the job of the teacher to do that. Spend time to listen to your child read. Never tell your child you are very busy listening to the news. Spare 5 to 10 minutes each day. Let them read even just a paragraph. Sometimes you just have to discuss the picture story in the book. That gives them inspiration to actually have the drive to read and indeed search for other information that they might be interested in. Take care of all school books. We are losing books most times because our girls and boys at home may not be that careful. And as parents, sometimes we are not helping matters. Most of our reading books are on overseas orders. And therefore, we should take note that the rate of the pound today is skyrocketing. And a book costing £4 does not come to Kalulushi at that cost, because there are freight charges involved and other logistical issues that arise. Parents, like I mentioned earlier on, we have some children coming from Kitwe who come by school bus. Take note that the school bus is a public facility, and as a public facility, we expect your child to be in a face mask on the bus. At the same time, we expect your child to have due respect for other children that use the bus. We receive complaints every now and then from the bus conductors, drivers, of some naughty children, and some of the language that we get to hear is language that these children are not supposed to use at all. Now, this stems from the fact that we've made the TV at home as a caretaker, as a babysitter, to an extent where our children now are being exposed to all various of abuse of language that they come across. Please, let's monitor who looks after our children at home and give them that guidance, because the world has become a global village, and therefore the media such as Facebook and indeed other medias have become tools of abuse for our young ones. So let's take care of that one. Issues to do with school fees, please, if you have challenges, it's your duty to walk into school and sit down with the accounts people and negotiate or put in a commitment as to how you hope to clear your backlog of fees. Do not send your child to come and tell the teacher, Dad or Mom said this about school fees. No. Come in personally and see the people in the accounts department and sort out that problem. The school has to continue running, and running the school has a cost, and some of those costs involve, one, care of your child. If your child is sick, indeed, don't send the child to school. We are not a hospital company. We are a school organization that operates to give knowledge to those who seek knowledge. So if your child is sick, tells you they are not feeling well, take them to those who specialize in treating the sick. And in this case, the clinics, the hospitals around have that job to attend to your child. Now, questions coming through: how is the transporter going to protect our kids? The transporter does not protect your kids alone. You, the parent, and the transporter should work hand in hand to make sure that your kids are safe. By this we mean, as you take your child to the pickup point, you must make sure that your child is wearing a face mask, your child has a sanitizer, and your child will also take care of the other children on the bus by so doing. The bus conductor, bus driver will make sure that they inspect to allow children getting on the bus who are wearing a face mask. So if your child does not have some of the basics needed, your child may be left at the station so that you sort out those issues. So indeed, it's a two-way process. In this case, the bus operator taking care of other children and your child will have to make sure that your child also takes care of the other children by doing the right thing. Social distance in class, how will that be attained when they are 34 already? Our classroom space is adequate, and the classrooms have been inspected by the Ministry of Education, Public Health Department, from the Council, and so far we have no challenge in that order. The rooms are big enough, and just like it happened last year, 2020, we operated without splitting our classes. So that one is in hand. Any other questions that might be coming through from the parents who are here this afternoon? Those of you who have found time to be physically here. No questions. I can only thank you who have found time to come, and also thank those who may be following us and have sent through these questions that I'm reading here. So we hope the year will be a successful one. We hope that this COVID someday can just abruptly come to an end, and we should move forward as a school. With your support, with the support of the teachers, with the support of the local community, and I believe we have already received quite a lot of support. Yesterday, Wednesday, the Council Public Health Department came in to fumigate all the classrooms and all the toilets in school, and indeed all the rooms where we know our pupils will be going to, and members of staff. So we are in hand, and on our part, we'll make sure that the hand basins are well spread out in the school. And as you visit the school, take care of yourself, take care of your child, take care of the community, and together we'll take care of ourselves. So, on that note, as we close, there is another question here. How about the social distance on the bus? That's why now we are saying you, the parent, and the bus operator should work on that. I believe the bus operator is already trying to put things in place. So there will be a maximum number of passengers allowed on that bus to make sure that everything is taken care of. Because even the buses are getting fumigated. So all measures being put in place, we shouldn't have worries at all. But we are fighting an enemy we can't see. So that's what makes the fight very difficult. Thank you very much for coming, and look forward to a happy year. Thank you.